The internet has turned BBNO into its latest punching bag. You got hate comments, Reddit threads, but is he really the villain here, or is something else going on? So get comfortable because there are going to be some hot takes in this video, and make sure to stay to the end so you know the truth about why people are hating on BBNO. Also, this video is meant to be a discussion video, so if you want to comment, make sure to leave it respectful, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to like and subscribe. BBNO, or Alexander Gamuchian, was born on June 30th, 1995 in Vancouver, BC. During his adolescence, he was homeschooled before he began high school, and during that time, he became a competitive swimmer. While growing up, his mother had encouraged him to learn piano, but he struggled with music theory. He said that he was good with rhythm and enjoyed playing the djembe, which looks like this if you've never seen that instrument before. I also had to look it up because I had no idea what it was. And he didn't listen to music for a while until the age of 15. In 2019, he received a Bachelor of Human Kinetics or Kinesiology degree from the University of BC Okanagan in Kelowna. But as we all know and can see with BBNO, he obviously didn't decide to go with this field of work. BBNO began posting tracks on SoundCloud in September 2016 under the name of BBNO and gained millions of streams and followers, and in 2017 he collaborated with Young Gravy, and together their albums are under the Baby Gravy name. In 2019, his most popular song debuted, which was La La La, and reached around 1 billion streams worldwide, which obviously brought a lot of eyes and attention his way, and from there he kept releasing other successful songs and albums. But BBNO didn't just post music. He was also popular on the internet when it came to memes, collaborations, and promoting artists. He would post a plethora of content on his social medias when he was debuting new songs, and I'm sure most of you have seen this with his most recent songs, 1-800 or 2, from a bunch of really talented artists. And you never really see this nowadays when it comes to popular artists, not online influencers. I feel like that's something to clarify because BBNO isn't an online influencer, he's a music artist. But you can see that he follows a lot when it comes to the current memes or trends that's happening online. I know some people find it weird when he cosplays as Hatsune Miku, for example, or just find it cringe when he suddenly appears in another person's videos or TikTok. But are these bad things? The hate towards him just seems so forced. Music is one thing to talk about and criticize, since music will always be opinion-based and objective at the end of the day. But just collaborating and having fun with other creators and doing no harm, it seems like some basement dweller has nothing else to do besides trying to go outside and touch some grass, right? One of the first controversies that some may call the beginning of BBNO's downfall is that he released his Mary Poppins video on YouTube on May 29, 2025, which was full of streamers and online personalities, which some have not aged so well. But more prominently, if you watch the video, you cannot avoid looking at this lizard person. But who even is this lizard person, you may ask? Well, that's the roach man himself, Asmongold. Asmongold being a popular online personality is an understatement. He is so well known online. If you've ever even seen any sort of controversy or drama happening on YouTube, Twitch, or Kick, he has definitely, more than likely, talked about it at one point. But a lot of people enjoy watching Asmongold for his takes on controversy, since he's extremely composed and knows how to articulate his thoughts and beliefs on situations, unlike some other people. A lot of people were taken back by this for BBNO censoring out Asmongold. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know Asmongold's political views during the time of the Mary Poppins video's release, but some poetic irony as well within the situation is that BBNO had a collaboration with Hassan Piker, and if you don't know who Hassan Piker is, which I'm sure most of you have heard of him and you've probably seen the memes, he is an extremely controversial online personality who has now been in some deep water. And within the history of YouTube, we have seen countless influencers from time to time go completely out of whack. And during these situations, we can see that they lose a lot of contacts, supporters, sponsorships, because of how deep they go within their own political views. Some perfect examples that have happened recently within the past couple months is the Whatever podcast of Andrew completely melting down because this girl stated his wife had 3 baby daddies, which went against his entire ideology of women and how women nowadays are pretty much hoes. We've seen Ethan Klein, who has been in a lot of controversies about his views and takes on things over the years, and even a more prominent figure back in the day of YouTube when it came to calling out assholes or terrible creators on YouTube's platform, Idubbbz, was being shot down because he supported his wife's OnlyFans and got labeled as a simp. And for someone like Idubbbz, this literally shocked his entire fan base. Not to get sidetracked, but this was just one instance of people lashing out at BBNO. People obviously didn't approve of him censoring out Asmongold, but even then, if you took some time to actually actually look at Asmongold's own statement when it came to this situation. He said that he hopes for the best when it comes to Baby No Money and his future, his career. This is the video in context.
I thought he's a great guy. I've talked to him multiple times. If he doesn't want to promote the kind of content that I do in my videos, that's his professional decision and that's his career. I'm not going to expect people to put their career on the line. A lot of people might not see it that way. They might care about it a lot more, but I try to see other people's perspectives, and I try to be honest, and I try to be fair.
Another controversy, or controversy in quotes, because this is just a really odd situation. On BB No Money's TikTok or other social media platforms, he would post contests asking people to create animations for his new song debut, and the animation that got the most views or votes would win some money. And for the next couple weeks, as people were submitting their work, he would post some of the more popular contestants and give them some exposure. But people were complaining that he was exploiting artists for free labor and that the prize pool was super low. Hypothetically, if it was your work getting exposed on a random video from a popular artist, wouldn't you be happy with that? The point I'm trying to make with that is, especially within an industry such as animation or small indie animators, exposure is worth a lot more than money, hypothetically in the long run. And one of the prize pools was $1,000, and in my opinion, this is still a good chunk of change. You could be able to buy some new equipment, save it for something else. I feel like a lot of people may look at that prize pool and roll their eyes, but people are also so conditioned to seeing these crazy events, crazy prize pools when it comes to online competitions or game shows. But as a regular person, you can still do a lot with $1,000, and if you don't want to spend it, you can just save it, and that still helps a lot. Another interesting controversy that was happening on YouTube Shorts on the Caleb Hammer channel was supposedly this guy was working under Baby No Money for 3 years, creating a lot of his shorts, posting tons of content for him, but got no money. No pun intended. If you want to go out of your way and hear more about this, the link is in the description, and here's the timestamp as well. This is supposedly just alleged, and I haven't seen anything more come from this. Let's talk about actual music. Now, music, it's a beautiful thing in this world. I had a friend when I was younger, and he hated music. Anytime he played video games, he turned off the music. Anytime he was with his parents, like driving in their car, he would turn off the radio. And to me, that's just so crazy, because music, it's amazing. Now, I don't have to tell you that music is great for dancing, sending a message, you name it. But is Baby No Money's music bad? In my opinion, no. I actually listen to his music a lot in my spare time when I'm going on walks or I'm chilling out at work. And okay, don't click on the dislike button. The main point I'm trying to get at, to put things in modern terms, to hate on someone just because of their music, it's kind of cringe. Unless it's actually spreading a terrible message or hate towards a community or hate towards someone, then sure, I can understand that. Even if the song is unironically terrible to listen to or just meant as a joke, like You Know Miles is a perfect example of this. If you've ever seen the clip of Doja Cat listening to You Know Miles' Martin Luther King song, it was hilarious. But there might be people who unironically listen to You Know Miles, and guess what? Who cares? Just on that aspect alone, if people just hate on Baby No Money because of his music, it just shows that people have nothing better to do. And I truly mean that. This is just a bandwagon of people collectively coming together to say that his music is all of a sudden so bad. One main point I see from Baby No Money haters online is that it all sounds the same. Kinda reminds me of when people were hating on Nickelback, because it all sounds the same. Like, you've seen these situations over and over again when it comes to artists. But you can throw these kind of arguments at countless artists because it will be valid for a lot of them. But guess what? You know why Baby No Money got so many followers? Because they liked his sound. Even if it was similar from one song to another, they liked his niche. It's the same reason why people like streamers or YouTubers. It's because they enjoy their niche or the content they make, even if it's similar or the same from time to time. But at the end of the day anyways, when it comes to music, it will always be objective. And some people may think it's literal slop, while some people might think it's the best thing they've ever heard. So the final conclusion to the truth why people are hating on Baby No Money so much right now, they're just following the bandwagon. As I mentioned before, the controversy with Asmongold would make sense, but even Asmongold himself understood the situation and wished Baby No Money safe regards with his future and his career. If there is legitimately something I am missing, let me know down below. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. I hope you have a great day. And with that being said, catch you later.